Hello everybody, welcome to Bella Italia Pastry Lab, your ultimate destination for delicious pastry creations. Hello, how are you? So today I will show you how I make the croissants at home without any machine, without any kneading machine, just using your hands. Because before we start, I just want to tell you some things that you have to know before to start this preparation. So the first thing is the flour. You have to buy a strong flour. Why I choose this one? Because this is perfect. Here you can read that this is perfect for croissants, also for breads and heavy pastry. The type of the flour is zero. The nutrition part is here, and we have proteins, 12 grams of proteins. So after, for the butter, in order to laminate our croissants, I bought this one. This is an Italian butter with 84% of fat, but I recommend you to buy a butter between 82 and 84 grams. So all the measurements and grams you can find down below in the description. I measured a lot of things together, like water and milk and sugar. It's here, and I dissolve the sugar. And also it's important that the milk have to be at the room temperature. The butter, the small percent of butter that we need for the dough, is here, and it's also have to be a little bit warm. Here we have salt, we need after, and here we have the flour with the dry yeast. Some flour in our milk and water liquid with sugar, in order to create a paste. So this is the consistency of the paste, and I go to put all the butter inside, and we incorporate the butter. Perfect. We can put our salt around. Yep. And also incorporate the salt. And now we continue with the spatula that we used for the butter, and we incorporate the rest of the flour. Just in 2 times. Check my also previous videos about the tiramisu and how to temper chocolate and make delicious apple snacks. So now we start to work our dough with the hands. And we also work a little bit on the table. Okay, so we don't have to work a lot our dough, and don't warm so much, don't warm it too much. Just when it's ready, you can see all the flour is gone. We cover it and rest for 30 minutes. So meanwhile we leave our dough for 30 minutes. We can prepare our butter. Also, you have to prepare parchment paper with this square of 20 centimeters per 20 centimeters. 2 parchment paper of this with the same square. Our butter have to be important thing, sorry, that I didn't told you, the butter have to be at the room temperature, have to be soft. In the center, it's important. Here, this, also here. 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 And now we can turn it upside down and continue our work. So now we have our perfect shape and we can put it in the fridge, also this overnight. So after our 30 minutes we have to take our dough and work it a little bit, just like before, just to make it much stronger. Yeah, perfect. Not a lot, it's not important to make it a lot. And we spread it a little bit. Yeah, like this. Spread. Dough. Also spread a little bit on the surface. So close it well, because it's gonna prove in the fridge. Leave it in the fridge with our butter for 8-10 hours. So after one night we start to roll out our dough in order to put inside our butter. It's important that the dough has to be at 6 to 8 Celsius degrees, so it's better for you to roll out it. So guys, at this point we can put our butter inside. So as you can see, our butter is soft. In fact, it has to be at 10 Celsius degrees. This temperature is important because if it will be cold, it will be broke inside our dough. So as you can see in the video, we just cover the butter with our two lengths. If it's not regular, we can cut some pieces and cover the holes with them. So when our butter is completely covered, we can proceed with our lamination. Helping you with some flour, you have to roll out the dough always in the same direction. I put some flour on the bottom and turn upside down the dough. You have to do it quite often, this process, in order to be as regular as possible. And remember to roll out in the same direction. So now we need to measure the length of our dough. It has to be 60 centimeters. So now we have to fold the dough, our first fold of 4. I also here cut some pieces in order to cover the holes. I brushed a little bit the surface in order to stick better what we are doing now. Now I cut with a small knife both sides like this. And we continue to roll out in order to make our second fold, the fold of 3. So when we are 60 centimeters, we can brush our surface with some water in order to stick our folds and make them. So also here cut the size of your dough in order to release the tension. Finally, we can close it with some cling film and put in the fridge for 1 hour and 30 minutes. So after 1 hour and 30 minutes of resting in the fridge, we roll out So once you have your rectangle of 50 per 30, we have to cut our croissants. In order to do this, you have to cut each 10 centimeters in the horizontal way. So start from here, you have 10 here, so 10 here. So you have to obtain 5 lines. Now we start to make our triangles. So you take and cut. Perfect. Perfect. Have to spread a little bit the dough. Cut a small part here and roll. And this is your croissant. So if you are good, you can spread a lot. Water help you to stick well the dough, and with a slalom you just have to roll them like this so they will be tight. guys, these are our lovely croissants. Today I will bake 4 of them, and the rest you can freeze. You can put them like this in the freezer, and when you will need them, just put on a baking tray before going to bed in order to have them ready in the morning. They will be defrosted and raised up, and you after can bake them. Now I put the croissants in the oven with some water. This water has to be at 50 degrees, and we close our oven for 1 hour and 30 minutes.